I think there's a lot of hope and optimism, particularly because after a very long time, almost 5 decades, we have a government in state which is aligned with the government in the center. So we are hoping that a lot of projects that were otherwise stuck for some reason or the other will now fructify, particularly with respect to infrastructure investment, etc. We've also seen that the government has been quite focused in attracting investments, and I'm told that the industrial policy and tourism policy will be out soon. They've also talked about reforms in the land acquisition and land policies. They have also talked about a lot of infrastructure push. So I think altogether there is a lot of optimism and hope for faster growth. The land ceiling to Chiloi, it was there always. I think what they are trying to do is to modify that or make it easier to hold land. So these are things to come, but I think there's a lot of hope that many reforms will happen. Well, I have had faith in the state of Bengal and the people of Bengal for a very long time, and we live here, so naturally we have a emotional connection with the state. But we are certainly very, very hopeful that this government will accelerate the growth.
This was a meeting in North Bengal, for North Bengal, to highlight the possibilities of North Bengal. I think our government has one which definitely, and I can say that without any apology, has a certain North Bengal bias. We want North Bengal, which has been neglected for a very long time, to actually race ahead in the coming days. And we also want to look for a North Bengal which goes beyond tea, timber and tourism. Of course, these are important, but to go beyond that. So these were issues which I wanted to flag, and I'm very glad I got a very receptive audience, and I'm very glad that the Bengal Chamber organized this on our behalf. And in the coming days, there'll be many more engagements with North Bengal. We haven't yet fully opened the door because I think once the industrial policies, we've got certain policy details to work out. Once those are done, I think the doors of Bengal will be open quite wide to all of India, to throughout the world, and for all people and investors throughout the world to do it. And I hope North Bengal gets a big chunk of that. Today I attended a convention of industry and entrepreneurs in North Bengal. It was primarily concerned with North Bengal. What we wanted to, the message which we wanted to give is that North Bengal is at the center of our strategy. It is no longer going to be a neglected part of Bengal. We also wanted to give the message that while the three T's, the tea, timber, tourism, are very important to North Bengal, they must also be supplemented by newer and newer industries which are of a more modern nature, including technology, including AI, and that logistically it is our job to create the infrastructure which will enable the linkages of the supply chains of North Bengal to be utilized in a far more effective manner.
For the West Bengal as a whole?
For North Bengal. Today I was talking mainly about North Bengal.
See, from the day one I am saying, the northern part of the Bengal is always deprived. After 50 years we have get a chance. The central and state government run by the same political party. So we will explore all of its potentiality. North Bengal has huge amount of potentiality for the tourism industry, and I hope not only in the view of tourism industry, but on the every aspects of the North Bengal, from agricultural aspects, from the industrial aspect, software development aspect, will show that how much potentiality we have right now in North Bengal, and Siliguri will be the focal point. Through this kind of planning, we will cater not only North Bengal, we will cater whole of Northeast for the investment.